wait no longer. True. The wait is over. I can't read. That's more than. Oh, you're. Wait.
I was trying to do the equivalent of 50 by 50 points.
We're sad boys today.
No,
What's up, Joe?
I'm just a tired boy.
I'm a tired boy too, but
I'm good. I'm good. I'm doing better than the Broncos are, so it's all good.
I think the only team who's not doing better than the Broncos right now is my fantasy team. I got beat this past weekend like 130 something 70. I'm pretty sure because they had mostly freaking Dolphins players.
Wow, you lost by 60. You only beat them by 10 though. But that's also in fantasy, which is generally a bigger discrepancy. So I still think Broncos might be worse.
You're not wrong. Well, if you're just now listening to us for the first time ever, the voice you hear right now, the majestic sexiness, I don't know.
Oh, are you calling yourself majestic?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
It's the beard. James, obviously, and the other voice is the blue-eyed wonder, Joseph. Yeah, we're bad at introductions, but we'll get it eventually. This is only like our 100th episode plus or something like that. We'll get it eventually. Also, breaking news. Not to Joe, but I'm going to still throw up the breaking news. Now available on Apple Podcasts. And maybe Google. I don't know. Google takes forever. I did put in
Google
to get it on
has
there.
the thing?
Yeah, Google Podcasts. Yeah.
No, I don't remember if that. I do. Spotify.
It is on. We're also on Spotify. So if you're listening to this on Spotify, you can catch us on YouTube. Being stupid. Or now Apple Podcast for sure. Potentially Google Podcasts. Yeah, you have to do a whole bunch of verification stuff to get fancy like that. There we go. Go subscribe. You know what? Right now, subscribe right now and 5 stars.
I can't.
If you are listening to this and you have Apple Podcasts, the boys, B.O.I.S podcast, 5 stars, subscribe. I'm gonna look because I can see it. You're gonna see a lot of people called the boys, but it better be no thinking, just do, because that's what the boys do. We just do.
Yeah, there's not really any thought process.
No, it just words come out, and we might regret those words, but they come out. But anywho, it was sad in the moment. We're not sad now. Let's just pull the Band-Aid off and talk about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift finally made it official. So that's exciting, right?
Did they actually though, or did
Allegedly.
they just talk about it?
Allegedly.
Nah, it's it's whatever.
I don't know. Did the New Heights podcast come out?
Yeah, I listened to it.
Okay, I haven't listened to it yet.
They had a bunch of no dumb questions that was asking what are downs? What the tight end can't be a real position. What is it?
I like when
what
Jason
is a
said
field
to
goal?
Travis. What Jason said to Travis was how do you feel that Taylor Swift finally put you on the map?
Yeah. No, it's good good for them. Good for them. Hopefully it's an espionage thing. Because she's from Philly. Maybe they meet in the Super Bowl again, and she breaks his heart right before the big game.
He's saying that his brother sabotaging his love life is conspiracy theory right here.
No, Jason didn't set this up. I'm just saying maybe Taylor is a spy.
All right, you're probably right. I'm just waiting for the album. We already have the 1989 album. Now we're just gonna have an album called Kelsey or 87, just like songs of Travis Kelce.
They're the less important duo.
Who's the number one? Who's the better duo?
Kelsey and Swift.
It's not what I. Oh, the other Kelsey and Swift.
Yeah, Jason Kelsey and DeAndre Swift.
I mean, if you want to really get into technicalities, it'd be Jalen Hurts and Jason Kelsey, because of the tush push.
Which, oh my God. I swear to God, if they ban it, I might just be done. That is the only offensive play I like watching today. That is the only one.
So
because it is a sheer test of wills.
We're gonna call this a blind side, because it is talked about like in general. Hypothetically, because eventually there is going to be a way a team can stop it.
Yeah.
Eventually. And it's probably going to involve someone getting injured.
Yeah.
If that happens, if it's a severe enough injury, they're probably going to ban it.
And I hate it.
Like there's going to be like either they're going to dive straight at Kelsey's knees. They're going to dive over. They're going to throw someone over to hit Jalen high. They'll take the 15-yard penalty, but he's going to have a massive hit from a 300-pound man, Troy Polamaluing over the line. Troy Polamalu could stop it. I bet my entire paycheck on that.
Like, I think it was week 2. Like, other teams trying it were 0 for 5. Like, you can't ban a play just because one team is excelling at it.
They don't do it okay. Jalen Hurts probably squats the most out of all of quarterbacks combined.
Yes, but you can't ban, like, are you going to ban a Hail Mary just because somebody can throw it 10 yards further than everybody else? No, you're not.
Aaron Rodgers completes the most.
No, you're not. Stop it. It is a chess match. Don't take the sheer test of wills away.
Whose tush do you think got pushed more, Jason Kelsey or Taylor Swift's?
Yes. But like, because they're going to, and they're just leaning so far into this pass heavy league that I fucking hate it.
I think the only way they really have a way to ban it, like, and have it be something is if someone gets hurt.
But even then, you can't ban the play.
Yeah, you can ban the push. You can't ban the QB sneak at the 1.
Okay, do they really need the 5'9", 190-pound running back pushing from behind him? Do they really need that?
They have. You've seen it. Come on, I know you've seen it.
Okay, instead of it being a 97% likelihood that it's going to succeed, it's going to drop to 75. Cool.
It's going to drop to 91.
Cool.
I don't even know it's going to drop that much.
But don't like. I enjoy seeing Jalen and Jason just going at people. That is my favorite offense play in football in the past, like, my life. I don't know. I love that play.
It is a sheer test of we're better. You know what's coming. Stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like I agree with you. I don't want it to be banned. I just think the only way it will get banned is if someone gets hurt.
Fun fact, I saw a TikTok about this. I don't know who that is.
I don't either. I know who Braxton Berrios is, but I do not know who the other person is.
I know who Braxton Berrios is. I do not know who that I don't think that's a real person. I don't think it's real words.
Also, random fact. Sorry, I just looked her up. She's an American social media personality from TikTok.
No idea who that is.
Wait, how old is Braxton?
I don't know, like 27.
Well, random fact about Braxton Berrios. He was actually on my fantasy team last year. He actually helped me win. He got me like 10, 12 points like every other week. Sometimes he got me 2, sometimes he got me 12. Like it was just, and that was with the Jets.
I really don't want the tush push to get banned.
I'll push your tush.
Because as a Broncos fan, I don't get to watch and cheer for many things in football right now.
That's our exciting.
Leave the tush push alone. Just let it happen. It's fun to watch.
What do you think people are watching me push your tush?
I'll push your tush.
Double push?
Yes.
All right.
All
right. Okay, we can talk sad stuff now. How you feeling, Joe?
Fine. I went from
I want Sunday Joe. I want to see Sunday Joe right now.
Sunday Joe was weird. I went from the fuck, oh God, to get these guys off the field, to somebody better show some fire, to just laughing about it. I said, and so this was on the New Heights pod. Travis Kelce said something, and once again, I agree with it. He said I would get ejected from that game. And I'm just like, I agree. If I was on that field, I would be ejected. I would be ejected well before it got to 70. And the fact that nobody was, I don't like it. And that's what makes it funny, is I'm not happy with the fact that nobody seemed to care.
That's fair. That's fair. How does it feel knowing that Tyreek Hill is Patrick Surtain's daddy?
I mean, on man plays, he was guarding him. He wasn't as explosive as he was in the zone plays. It created a very easy knowledge. Like it was so stupid. It's so dumb. So on man plays, Patrick Surtain was shadowing Tyreek. On zone plays, he did not follow him. So the offense knew what our defense was in based off of, did Surtain follow Tyreek?
That's facts. So another news, I know we didn't update last week, but I'm pretty sure you beat me in fantasy.
Nudes?
Huh?
You said in other nudes.
I think you're an angry. I think Sunday Joe is a little angry.
Yes, Sunday Joe was very angry because I don't like not caring. And it's felt like a whole lot of not caring for the past 7 years.
Okay, so you feel a lot like Bowles. Did you see that clip?
No.
He said, I'm quoting, "I'm sick and tired of F-wording, losing. I've been here for 7 years, and all we do is lose." Or something along those lines.
Then fucking do something about it and stop talking about it. Get your fucking hand in the ground and don't fucking hold people. Don't be a retard. Just like play the game.
Hit him with the hard R.
He said you touch my quarterback, that's like you're touching my wife. I haven't seen anything that's shown me that. I remember seeing Dalton Reisner push your backup quarterback to the ground and you doing nothing. I hear a lot of talk from Bulls. I have not seen any action. I have not seen any action from basically anybody since Aqib Talib. Aqib Talib was the last dog on the defense.
He'd snatch a chain.
Actually, I can't say that. Philip Lindsay. Philip Lindsay had it. He was a fiery little man. It drives me absolutely insane, dude.
I just want to make sure you guys know I was talking about Tyreek Hill, not Antonio Brown. So I did not say nudes. All right, I gotta ask Joe. Have we reached the point to where are the Broncos playing?
We're past that point.
We're there.
Oh, we're past it.
We didn't even, we skipped that point.
Oh yeah.
So you're out. You're done. Lights out.
0-17. I'm not picking
them
to win another game.
Tank for Caleb Williams.
Nope. I don't want him until we have dogs on the team. I don't want a quarterback. Right now, Russell Wilson, he is playing basically as good as Patrick Mahomes.
The offense has been fun. It's just you can't do anything if the defense can't stop a nosebleed, which literally the Dolphins had a rookie running back and Mostert both had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
A-Chain.
A-Chan.
Is it A-Chan? I thought it was A-Chan.
He corrected people.
Oh, okay. Okay. A-Chan.
But he looked like prime Barry Sanders.
And Jim Brown were on the same team. That's what it was.
There's a play in which there are like, because Shay was telling me like the blocking did really well, and I was like, I sent her the picture, and it's like 7 Broncos on the ground, not one being blocked. It's just A-Chan went wild. Nobody could tackle. Nobody could do anything. I got nothing.
They legitimately sued. They had Dan Marino. They had.
They are a sorry excuse for a defense. So give me the Bears.
Oh, okay. Spoiler.
Sorry excuse for a team.
Joe has already picked the Bears.
Get VJ out of there.
The worst.
Get George Payton out of there. Sit every starter until somebody shows fire. Even Surtain. I don't care. Sit everyone until I see fire. Everyone.
All right. Is this one of those things where they got to trade somebody to be like, you know what? No one's safe.
Trade. The only person that I would not trade is Surtain and Mims on offense. But everyone else, trade them all. Trade them all. Trade them all. I saw.
Do you want to trade Sean Payton back?
I don't care. I don't care. He's at least upset.
Yeah.
But there's also like a thing going around, and people are like saying like Sean Payton chose his staff, like he hired VJ. No, he didn't. He didn't. I can tell you 3 guys he wanted before him.
Why do I feel like I'm madder about the Cowboys loss than you are about this loss?
Yeah, I can't stand Vance Joseph. I hate him so much. Fun fact, the Cardinals defense last year was 31st in the league. The Broncos are 32nd in the league. What is the correlation? Vance Joseph.
What were they the first time around with Vance?
They had Von Miller, Aqib Talib, Chris Harris Jr. He wasn't calling anything. Those players were just bawling. Get him out of here. I don't want him.
That's fair.
Sean Payton didn't want him. Sean Payton's first choice was Fangio. His second choice, Rex Ryan. His third choice, Gannon, the head coach for the Cardinals. His fourth choice was Parker, our defensive backs coach.
What about Dan Quinn?
Dan Quinn was up to be head coach. He's who I actually wanted to be head coach instead of Sean Payton because I didn't want to trade for him. trying to think if there was anyone else above Vance. I don't know, but there's for sure four above him. He did not want him.
That's fair. That's fair. I won't argue. I'll let you talk anymore. We're just gonna be a full pod. I'm gonna have to do this whole pod just Joe yelling about the Broncos.
No, I'm not even mad about the Broncos. I'm mad at the coaching. He is a horrible defensive coordinator. He should not call plays ever. He's considered a great leader of men. Cool. I have never seen any actual designs of his work.
Well, let's just move on and let me air my grievances, and we can talk about any other things for week 3. It was classic Cowboys, right? 12-point favorites, lose by 12.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to make excuses because next man up mentality, obviously. But I believe losing Diggs deflated that football team. They came out flat. They didn't want to play. They didn't want to be there. They played better in the second half. But that first half, they're just like, Arizona's a bye week. We're going to get through this. We're going to go through the motions. And it showed 12 penalties for over 100 yards in the first half. The red zone offense is horrendous. They were like number 1 last year, and now they're like the worst in the NFC East by far, which red zone percentage in the NFC East goes Giants, Commanders, Eagles, Cowboys.
Well, Commanders is that high because they play the Broncos.
Probably. But it's just the defense got gashed. You probably could have opened holes against the defense on Sunday. I could have averaged 7 yards a carry. Everyone else did. It was just bad. It was like the red zone offense needs to be addressed. I'm not panicking yet because, good teams lose to bad teams all the time. It's the NFL. No team is unbeatable. No team is 0-17 worthy. Like the Broncos are probably going to win a game. Probably.
I hope not.
They probably will.
I hope
but it's just as hard to go 0-17 as it is to go 17-0. Like the teams are too good. Every team is good. The Broncos don't look like it. The Bears don't look like it. Sure, teams don't look good.
That Broncos defense is not good.
That's fair. That's all fine to dandy. But like it's just the
red zone. The Broncos defense could tackle the tackle dummy.
I just think that the Cowboys are missing their red zone threat, and that was Zeke and Dalton Schultz. Maybe not so much Zeke, but Zeke was their pound and ground guy. And my thing that I hated the most about the game wasn't even the turnover that Dak did in the red zone. That was with 3 minutes to go. He was trying to make a play. Like, I get it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Down 12, under 5 minutes, McCarthy calls 5 dive run plays in a row.
Mm-hmm.
There was no sense of urgency. I don't think anyone was prepared. Bounce back week, hopefully, but it just, the whole game as a whole is just, I want to blame it on Diggs' injury was that deflating because everyone is like brother type thing. Like if Surtain got hurt for the Broncos, that would be just deflating.
Well, it would, but we also have the second worst corner in the entire league rated by PFF. I guess the one opposite of him. So that's the main problem.
Yeah, but I feel like if Dallas would have lost Stephon Gilmore, it wouldn't it would have sucked, but it wouldn't be like, It'd be like the Broncos losing Von Miller when Von Miller was there during that Super Bowl run.
Nah, that'd be Micah Parsons.
But sure, okay, fine. Aqib Talib. Is that better? Fine. I'm trying to find a. It's just one of their best defensive players.
Yeah.
One of their leaders, one of their captains. Well, I don't know if he's actually a captain, but I just felt like it was just deflating. Especially it happened at practice, like where you don't want it to happen. And I just think they were drained emotionally, and it showed. They had the most penalties in a first half of any game in like the past decade or something like that. You can't do that. You can't win a football game and do that.
That game, so it clicked two things in my head. One is I really want the Broncos to adopt whatever hiring process the Eagles have to find their coaching candidates, because my God. Also, but side note, the main point, do the Cowboys have the worst head coach in the NFC East?
I don't know if you can call him the worst yet.
I never liked his head coaching. Never.
I just don't know if you can call him the worst. What's Riverboat Ron done?
I like how he coaches more than I like how Mike McCarthy
like his coaches. Leadership.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, as far as leadership goes, I like him more as a head coach.
I mean, he could be, but the Cowboys are still one of the best teams. They can cover up, like just like Aaron Rodgers covered up McCarthy. So it's like
absolutely. But what I'm saying is, like, do they? Because I don't know.
It's arguable. I don't know that they do, but I won't argue with you to say that he's not. It's hard to argue back-to-back 12-win seasons when the Commanders have been a dumpster fire with Riverboat Ron, and last year maybe was a fluke with Daboll.
Daboll is like you can notice the change that the Bills have as far as like their ability, right? With losing their OC and Daboll. Ron, I blame most of the issues on Dan Snyder than Ron. I think Ron has done very well for what he's been given, for what he's had around him.
Speaking, I don't know if you saw this. I want to get your thoughts on it. I think we touched on it a little bit. There's actually a petition out there started by Native Americans to bring back Redskins.
Please. This wedding is horseshit? What wedding?
We already talked about Kelsey and Swift.
Oh.
Both of them.
Yeah. The most important ones are on the Eagles.
I'd rather have Taylor than DeAndre.
I'd rather have Jason than all of them. So I don't know what you mean.
So are you going to get a Jason Kelsey jersey and I'll get a Travis Kelsey jersey and we just do a New Heights for shit? Down. Sold. I'd rather do that than the Commanders Browns. I'll even cut my hair like Jason, so I'll like do the whole
the mustache.
100%.
He needs to get rid of that thing. But then again, he can't because apparently he landed Taylor with it. So
yeah, he hooked her with it. Handlebar. I'm waiting for the wedding is, but anywho,
you're ready for Travis Swift?
Travis Swift.
Yeah.
Or Taylor Kelsey. That doesn't sound good.
No, it's Travis Swift.
It would be Jason Swift. No. DeAndre Kelsey.
No.
Tush push.
Tush push.
Tush push. They should have a nickname thing and just put Tush push on the back of his.
They should get him sweatpants and it just says that on the butt.
Tush and has hands.
Yes, absolutely.
Jalen's hands. Like they actually have Jalen's hands. Like, yeah. Well, anywho, biggest surprise from week 3 other than the Broncos.
And the Cowboys.
And the Cowboys and the Bears. Because the biggest surprise about the Bears game was Taylor was with Mama Kelsey. That was the biggest surprise of the Bears game. 45-10 or whatever it was. That wasn't really a surprise. Tush push.
I think my biggest surprise has been like it's not necessarily just this past week, but it's how little the Lions are actually using Gibbs.
And I brought it up week 1.
Well, like week 1, I understood like they brought in Montgomery for real money. They wanted to run a dual thing, but with Montgomery being hurt, like they've really been sticking away from that, and that's been real confusing to me. Oh, most surprising, finding out that Danielle Hunter is leading the league in sacks. That the Vikings have the league's leading passer, receiver and sack leader.
Was he got 5?
I don't know what he's at, but I know maybe Miles passed him with. No,
maybe.
No, because that would have been Sunday. Who would Monday night games be? Would anybody have been Monday that passed him? I don't think so.
I don't know. My biggest shock was the Bengals winning.
He actually isn't anymore. TJ.
Yeah, TJ had a big game. But my biggest surprise is the Bengals won. Like I told you last week, I still feel like I want to keep the fork in them. Like they pulled it off, but Joe didn't look good. Not like Joe. If the defense plays like this, you got me. But I don't know if they can keep it up.
Yeah. But I mean, Joe doesn't look like himself, but he still looks better than the guy who's never taken a snap in the NFL.
Nope, they signed McCarron.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Practice.
Which I wonder if that's what they would do. They brought in McCarron, learned the playbook, had this week, and then maybe they can rest him a week or 2.
They tried to get Simeon too prior.
Also, just random stuff. Simi Fioco is now signed with the Chargers on the 53.
Nice.
So he's back on a team. He went to the Steelers, was on the practice squad, and then the Chargers just signed him. I think today, actually. So that's cool.
With Mike Williams stuff.
Yeah, and reunited with Kellen Moore.
Pretty good.
But I might have to get a Fioco jersey for the Chargers now.
What? Why are you getting all these freaking AFC West teams, huh?
I need Fioco. I need Travis Kelce. Someone on the Raiders. Randy Moss. I knew I was going to get that reaction. Wasn't Akib on the Raiders for a little bit?
I don't think so.
I'll get like a
Chris Harris was on the Chargers for a minute.
Yeah, I knew that one, but that one won't hurt you. I might get a Dolphins jersey. You can pay me to get it. If the Dolphins win the Super Bowl, I consider it. I still don't know that I believe in Tua. But how much more does the 70-20 victory or loss hurt you that Waddle didn't play at all?
Both running backs had 4 touchdowns.
I'm sorry. I do not believe in Tua. I just don't. Is he good? Sure. Is he great? No. Tua has the best cast in the NFL.
I don't believe that.
Who has a better
Brock Purdy?
He's a better team.
Better cast.
So who are you taking over Tyreek?
Christian McCaffrey.
Who are you taking over Jalen Waddle?
Debo Samuel.
Are you?
Yeah.
obviously
George Kittle.
I don't even know who
Brandon Ayuk.
I don't, but their receivers are better than the 49ers receivers.
Correct. But I mean,
position for position.
The 49ers receivers are so tight end and running back, big discrepancy. Yep. Wide receiver, smaller discrepancy.
Yeah. Offensive line for the Niners is a huge discrepancy.
Is it though?
I mean, how often is Purdy hurt? Purdy, I think, he's had like a clean pocket every time.
Yeah. But I would say the better cast is the Niners, but I would say they're probably second.
That's fair. And Purdy's also the Shanahan offense. Like it's like there's a whole lot of things that weigh into that as well.
Eagles are close.
Personnel wise,
I think Eagles are close to the
Dolphins. Best in AFC. Just off the noggin.
I just thought of a really good one, but it's Chargers gonna Charger.
And Mike Williams is now down.
Yeah.
For the season.
Yeah, but healthy, like injuries turned off, I might go Chargers.
That would be close, yeah. And even the Bengals, but Burrow's banged up. That's another good one. I know the Chiefs aren't.
No.
But Travis Kelce.
Yeah, but I mean,
then everybody else.
Tyreek Hill is.
Yeah, it's like
Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce.
Yeah, exactly.
Jalen Waddle.
Here's the next Chief. There's Debo and all those other players you named, and then here comes like MVS.
Yeah.
Who was like the number 3 in Green Bay.
Yeah.
It's not good when your tight ends here. No, the Dolphins have one of they're loaded in the speed, skill position. Like
Mike McDaniel just plays Madden and he knows that speed kills him Madden.
Facts. He just runs. And what's the best way to utilize your speed? Get the ball in their hand quickly.
Yeah.
Watch them run.
Yeah.
Tua doesn't got to throw 60 yards. Could he? Sure. But why throw 60 yards when you can throw 5 and watch Tyreek run for 7?
I also wonder if that's more because of the offensive line, though, too.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. I almost wonder if that's because of the offensive line as well. Because I'm still very worried about that right tackle position basically every game.
Oh, no, me too. But are you worried about the Niners?
Offensive they don't have Mike McGlinchey anymore at right tackle.
Yeah, well, he can come
I don't even know who their right tackle is. Mike McGlinchey's on the Broncos now.
What's he doing over there?
Nothing, basically.
Exactly. So there you go.
We'll trade him back to you for a 7th. I'll trade everybody away, like I said.
For 7th. Tua hasn't been sacked yet. It's because he doesn't hold on to the ball, which is why
Yeah, I would like to see his time to release. Because I bet it's probably bottom 5.
Fun fact.
Top 5 or however you want to go about it.
Jalen Hurts has 4 more turnovers than Dak, but yet we only talk about that. Media talks about Dak's 1.
Yeah, but Jalen runs a whole hell of a lot more.
Oh, he has 4 interceptions and 1 fumble.
Yeah. He also had the flu game just now.
All right.
No, Jason actually said that basically all of the Eagles are sick, and he said that it didn't affect him. He's like he played and it didn't show that it was affecting him, and he was fine.
Fine. Well, we can finally talk about something that we kind of put on the back burner for a long time because it was just kind of just floating there, and then we get thrown a curveball, knuckleball, whatever kind of ball. Damian Lillard has officially been traded to Milwaukee. I tried to say Miami, Milwaukee at the same time.
It's good that they're becoming teammates before they actually both go to Miami.
That's fair. The chemistry is gonna work out.
The second I saw that, I knew I had to say something like that.
I mean, Giannis has been a rumor to Miami for some time.
Yeah. I like it for him. I mean,
It's a good fit. I think it's gonna be a great fit.
It feels like they got away with a freaking heist of a century.
It does,
compared to what like was rumored that the Heat were willing to trade. It sounds more like Portland just didn't want to deal him to Miami.
Pretty much, yeah.
But I mean, it's a good deal. It's a good fit. I think Giannis and Dame together will fit really well. Actually,
they cover each other's weaknesses.
Yeah,
like Dame does not really defense. Like
Giannis can't shoot.
Giannis can't shoot. So together, they're like, it's perfect.
Yeah, I like the move. I think it's solid, and I like really they gave up a unprotected first, rights to swap twice. Drew Holiday. Like that's it. Like cool.
The Suns helped though. The Suns helped getting addition DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah,
and they got Nurkic. Like the Suns are winners in this too, to me, because they got role players. They got rid of DeAndre Ayton.
They got bodies. I don't know about role players, but they got bodies.
Well, I mean,
they got somebody to suit up. I'd suit up for them. Like, pay me the league minimum. I'll suit up for you.
Let's go. Let's go. The boys in Phoenix. Let's go. I'd move to Phoenix for a season. Let's do it.
They got bodies. That's for sure. Nurkic.
Pretty sure you would die in the Phoenix Heat.
I mean, I'm a welder anymore, dude. Nurkic is solid, but like nothing special.
Ayton's probably more available.
Ayton at least had more like potential.
Yeah.
Nurkic is a good rebounder. That is the one thing he has over him. I guess if they're wanting just somebody to go gather boards, go for it.
It's fair. I mean, I think it's a good fit. I think it might. Does Milwaukee have to win the title now?
Well, I mean, they're still not the super team that the Suns are. But so what do you mean, like, they have to win the title?
Like, they got to win the title.
Or what?
Like, it just feels like you go out and you get, because that's what Lillard wanted to do. He wanted to go to a team, win the title.
Yeah, but I mean, even if he went to Miami, he's not becoming the favorite over the Suns or the Nuggets. And I still feel like the Suns and the Nuggets are above Milwaukee too.
LeBron James.
I like. Can he make the finals? Yeah.
I guess that's the way I should have worded it. Eastern Conference, like they have to be the heavy favorites. I haven't looked at it, because I can't bet, so I don't look at odds. I would assume they're the heavy favorite in the East.
It'd be between them and the Celtics, because the Celtics did get Porzingis.
Oh, Mr. My toe hurts. I'm not going to play.
Yeah, but like, let's say he suits up for 3 games in the playoffs, right? You have Porzingis, Tatum, Brown. Like, I could see a way.
That's fair.
I still think the Heat overperformed. The Heat should not have been where they were.
It is what it is. It's just this podcast is dedicated to us losing. You as a Broncos fan, me as a Cowboys fan, us both as Heat fans. Might as well just throw in the Cardinals. The Cubs are still alive in the playoffs, so we don't have to throw them in yet. But maybe
will they win the World Series?
I don't know.
Will they win the World Series?
Just got to make it to the offs. Just got to make it. Anyway, did the Heat deserve to be in the finals?
Did they win the championship?
Did they make it?
Did they win the championship?
Hey, I learned from Philly fans, second place is just as good.
I will stand by. If you ain't first, you're last.
All right, Ricky Bobby, let's move on. I think we just got some picks to make. Is that right?
Yeah, I got some picks, and I've already made one.
You did already. Spoiler. Then we'll talk about tomorrow night's game, Packers and Lions. Packers had a big comeback last week, 18 points in the fourth to win by 1 when Derek Carr went out.
Yep.
Lions had a big win against Atlanta. Who you got?
See, this is actually a really good game, in my opinion. Especially if Montgomery and Jones both play.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be really interested to see the running styles and running schemes going head to head. Love has technically impressed, but he also is like only completed like 50 passes all season. He hasn't had to throw the ball much. So I'm going to go with the Lions. I think they are the feistier team.
That's fair. I mean, and this essentially with how the NFC North is looking out, this could be the division. The other two teams are 0-3. These two teams are 2-1. Like this could weigh heavily to have a head-to-head, and then you're 2 games up. I know it's only a quarter of the way through the season, but it's a lot to start like this. To be 3-1, and then you have the other guys at 500, and then or winless at that point.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big lead.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have it out here. It's hanging on my wall, but proverbial Lions cap. I almost wore my Lions jersey for the pod, or the Cardinals jersey, either one. Just like, hey, my team won, like, and just completely blow by the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But yeah, give me Detroit, my besties for life. I mean, I don't really don't know how well the Packers are. Like, they were losing to the Saints until Derek Carr went out. If Derek Carr goes out, do they lose? Can the Saints get one more first down? Jameis looked bad. So, I mean.
Yeah. Saints got a pretty good receiver core.
Kind of fluky, I think, last week. I think Lions are a better team, better coached. Well, maybe not better coached. Maybe not yet. Maybe we can't say that yet.
They're feistier.
They are feistier. Feisty kneecaps.
Yeah, those are the kind of guys I want.
You want Dan Campbell.
Yes, I want 11 Dan Campbells on defense.
So here's the solution: Broncos offense, Cowboys defense. Who says no? You can keep Surtain though, because Diggs is hurt. You can keep Surtain because Diggs is hurt.
So we get your defense and we get to keep Surtain?
Yeah, just because Diggs is hurt.
Oh, sweet. So then the Broncos are actually semi-decent? Let's go.
Yeah,
wait, do we get your coach
too? We're both happy.
Do we get your coach too?
Do you get McCarthy?
No, your
DC. Oh, absolutely. You get Dan Quinn. You don't get McCarthy. It's Sean Payton, Dan Quinn. Like everything defense related is Cowboys. Everything offense related, Broncos.
Let's go.
We got the Dallas Broncos or Denver Cowboys. Like then we're both happy.
Let's go.
I'm happy. The Cowboys are 2-1. They're still one of the best teams in the league.
They're super talented. It was just an any given Sunday. Type
exactly. So we both got Detroit. Oh, which by the way, I didn't even mention last week. You went 4-1 in your picks. I went 3-2, which means you now officially have the first lead. You're 10-5, and I'm at 9-6.
Yeah,
Rams let me down. The Rams had it, and then the Bengals kicked that field goal to win. So it is what it is. All right, so we already know one of your picks. So
so let's just jump into the worst football game in America this week.
It's kind of funny that the two teams that just got blown out now face off. We get the Broncos and Bears. You already made your pick, but everyone deserves to hear it. Joe,
are the Broncos playing this week?
Who are the Broncos playing this week?
Are the Broncos playing this week?
Yes, they are.
Give me the other team.
Oh, we're switching it up this year. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm telling you right now, if it was the Raiders or the Chargers, I would pick them right now.
So when I asked you pre-show and you said you're past that, this is what you meant. No matter who they play in.
No, it don't matter.
All right. Joe's
Until
taking the
they
Bears.
show me some actual fight, no, it don't matter.
Are the Broncos playing a team this weekend? I like that.
Yeah.
So when it's their bye week, I want to hear that one. I'm ready for that one. Maybe they'll get some. Maybe they'll get some fight in them by the bye week. Are the Broncos playing a team?
That defense. So the Dolphins scored 70, right? Cool. They had, what was it, 5 passing, 5 rushing touchdowns. They had 350 yards, both passing and rushing. Like, absolutely horrendous. And now you're going up against one of the best running quarterbacks in the league. I have no faith in them being able to tackle him. None.
That's fair.
I don't care if he can't throw. Can they tackle him?
That's fair. That's fair. But I previously stated I don't know what made me ever believe in the Bears. So I, in good conscience, cannot pick the Bears. Give me the Broncos. It's going to be a 0-0 tie going into the fourth. Or it's going to be a 45-45 tie going into overtime.
Let's see. They'll have 6 possessions each. So it'll be
36-0. Chicago, right?
Oh, no. I'm just saying it'll be 36-36.
Oh, so neither team is going to stop. So okay, got you.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Rams Chiefs.
Yeah. Quadruple overtime.
Well, it would tie after the first, but I get you. Yeah. If there's a game that ends in a tie, it's this one.
Oh yeah.
It's this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'll take the Broncos. I might as well let's go Cowboys Patriots. I don't think. Okay, I can't say I don't think because obviously, yes, it could happen. The Cowboys could have another huge letdown game, but I don't see it. Not this week. I think they're wearing this embarrassment all week long. I think they have a big bounce back.
If you would have done a 2-week prediction last week, I would have predicted the Cowboys to win the last game and lose this one. But since they lost to a team that they probably shouldn't have lost to, now I'm going to give them the win. But the Patriots are the type of
I feel like the same way. If I was going to pick, if we did 2 weeks at a time, I think I would have done the exact same thing. Beat the Cardinals, lose the Patriots.
But so when I kind of looked at the schedule to see when I would predict your first loss, and this was the game I kept settling on as to when I would think the Cowboys would lose their first game. It was the Patriots, and it was mainly because it's 2 good defenses, and I trust Belichick more than McCarthy. So that's what it was going to come down to, is why I was going to predict this as the first loss. But if you guys already lost your first game, your game you shouldn't have lost to a team, so give me the Cowboys. They need a bounce back. But I do think the running backs will have a game for each of them, and Zeke is getting in that end zone.
I won't be mad at that. I'll probably wear my Zeke jersey.
Yeah.
And then once Zeke scores, I'm going to take it off and throw on the Fiocco jersey.
Yeah. Zeke is getting in the end zone. And I think Pollard and Stevenson have good games.
It's fair. Oh, I mean, I'll take it. But I really think I would have done the same exact thing. Pick them to beat the Cardinals, lose to the Patriots. Because Dallas is due to lose to some team they're not supposed to.
Yep.
But that's every team. I mean, the Chiefs lost to the Colts last year.
Yeah.
It'd be like that. Didn't the Broncos beat the Colts last year too? No,
Nope.
lost to the Colts.
That was the horrendous Thursday night football game that nobody wanted to watch.
Yeah. The Broncos beat everyone in the AFC West except the Chargers, right?
No.
The Colts did. I meant the Colts. Sorry.
Yes.
I feel like that's right. Anywho, moving on. You got a favorite, or you want to do your underdog, your upset?
Well, Shay keeps talking about him.
Or does she?
Why
would she talk about this team?
Give me the underdog of the Dolphins.
That's wild to me.
Yeah, it is wild, and that's why I'm going with it. So the Dolphins just had a record-setting day, right? So that's
technically they didn't set the record.
No, they are the first team ever to have 350 yards on both rushing and passing. So it is still a record-setting day.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
But the Bills are not great run defensively. Like, they aren't. I think they're like 31st, which means they're just in front of the Broncos, and that's it. So I think the running backs can do some damage this week.
So
obviously,
start Mostert, start HN.
I don't know about starting both of them. I'd start Mostert for sure. But the Bills are not a good run defense team. They don't really have the weight in the middle of their defensive line. They lost Edmonds. Yep, I knew that too.
Also probably the first team to take a knee instead of going for the record.
Yep. I don't remember what I was saying.
Sorry, run defense. They're weak inside.
Oh yeah, Edmonds gone. I don't. You can't really cover Tyreek Hill, so I think this will be a high-scoring game, and high-scoring games. Which offensive mind do I trust more? I couldn't tell you the Bills' OC, so give me McDaniel.
That's fair. I think that's a Vegas special underdog.
Eventually, every undefeated team though has to get their first loss. So, I understand this one making sense.
Divisional opponent, and their last divisional game they played against the Patriots, they only won by a touchdown.
Yep.
So I'm doing something I haven't done yet this season. I have picked against this team every single week.
The Bengals?
Did I?
I don't know.
I did pick the Browns as that. They were my first upset, I think.
That's what I'm saying.
No. I don't even know who the Bengals play this week.
The Bengals play the Titans.
Let me rephrase. I've picked against this team every single week and been correct every single week. Because technically I picked the Bengals last week and they won. So that eliminates the Bengals. Talking the Carolina Panthers as my upset over, I forgot who they play already. The Seahawks. That's not right.
They got to play the Vikings. Isn't Thielen's back?
That's game? Right. It's the Vikings.
Is that right?
Yes. You're correct.
It's Thielen's revenge game.
Because I just typed in Carolina on good terms, and the game that popped up was Seattle, that's who they played this week. So, yes. The Vikings can have the leading passer, leading receiver, leading sack leader, leading interception leader, leading whatever leader. They don't got wins.
I'm picking a winless team only an undefeated team to stay undefeated, and you're picking a winless team to stay winless.
I'm picking a defeated team to win a game.
But you're also picking the Vikings to lose.
Yes.
And the Vikings are one of the winless teams.
Correct. Correct. If I was Big Cat, the Vikings would be my pinky team as well.
If I was Big Cat, the Broncos would be mine.
I mean,
Vance Joseph is so bad. It's horrendous. Anyways, let's get over to my favorite here.
Anywho.
Houston got a big win over Jacksonville, right?
Mm-hmm.
Riding high. But they are struggling to protect Stroud. And who did Twan mention is now the leading league in sacks?
That'd be TJ Watt.
Oh, yeah. TJ Watt is going to sack Stroud. And give me the Steelers.
Just once? Any bold predictions?
2.5.
Over? Or just 2.5 total? Like he's going to have a assist?
2.5 sacks. He's going to have a half sack.
All
2.5 sacks.
Book it. So if you're betting man,
also
over 2 sacks, just to be.
Like, I really appreciate what they're doing, especially because I picked up Tank Dell in fantasy. Throw the ball a ton. I love it. But it's not a good recipe for long-term success for the rookie.
That's fair. I mean, he's a rookie with wins.
Yeah.
Can't say the same for Bryce Young until this week. No, it's Andy Dalton. I'm doing it based off Andy Dalton.
Bryce should be back this week, I think. And I think DJ Chark will be back. Or DJ Chark was already back.
He was already back. He was like Dalton's, like him and Hurst were Dalton was doing work. Now you make me want to change my pick. Because I was doing this solely based off of
I think Bryce Young will be back. I think.
It's okay. I'm still taking because Vikings have Kirk, leading passer, Justin Jefferson, leading receiver, Daniil Hunter, second sack person. They also have the most turnovers in the league.
Oh yeah.
They just
Madison's clutch for that.
They're really good at being number one at things that aren't wins. That's so funny to me, actually.
Yeah.
Vikings gonna Viking.
It's all right. They didn't lose by 50.
That's true.
That's the only thing I'm just like this is the first time since 1966 that a team has scored 70 points in a game.
And the 4th time in NFL history. So it doesn't happen often.
My biological father was born after that game.
My biological father was 4 years old.
But that's what I'm saying is, like, not only was I not alive, my parents weren't alive.
So we just also got to throw out. This is a bad week for Colorado sports.
That's fine. It's fine. I bet they're doing fine. Wait, have you heard from Jimmy?
Not negative 10 years old. My mom was born that year. So
my father was born that year too, just after the game.
my mom was alive before that. She was in July. Sorry, Mom. Anywho, my favorite could also potentially be an upset because you know how it works because the Chargers could still Charger. I have the San Diego Superchargers, which because I don't want to call them the LA Chargers to beat the Raiders. So Raiders gonna Raider. But Chargers could also charge her.
Who's going to outrate her or outcharger the other?
Well, so the Vikings-Chargers game, I don't know if you watched it.
Hold up. You are picking some wild games.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Like, not only did so you had to pick the Broncos-Bears game. Like, that had to be done. But you picked between the Panthers and the Vikings. And you picked between the Raiders and the Chargers.
Well, to be fair, the Fins as an upset doesn't feel right.
Oh, I know it doesn't. But I'm also subtly trying to curse them.
I'll cut that part out.
Nah, because I picked him last week too.
Are the Dolphins playing a game this week? Give me the Dolphins.
No, until somebody actually can expose the offensive line, I'm gonna have faith that McDaniel's scheming is right. Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. I'm not gonna fight that. I'm not gonna fight that. It's been exciting football. I mean, this is a quarter of the way through. That's also
we're a quarter of the way through, and I have win.
Week 4.
Sheesh.
Week 4. So I wanted to do this just because you did it to me. Okay, so you had me. Was it 2 weeks ago? Who's leading the league in passing?
Yeah.
And top 9. Can
you play the Immaculate Grid all the time?
I do. But you play fantasy more than me.
Oh.
So, can you name the top 9 receiving leaders?
JJ is number 1. I know that one.
Correctamundo. Oh, you get 9 guesses.
Hold on. I'm gonna go type out names here.
AKA Google. I'm just kidding.
No. I'm.
Oh, by the way, listening back, I never said Mahomes.
Tyreek.
Yep. He's number 2. You don't have to go perfect in order, Joe. I'm going to write them down so I don't have to keep looking at the...
One of the guys I want to say, it's just because I know he's getting a ton of targets. Puka Nacua. Is he up there?
He is not. He's actually not even top 20.
Oh, I just knew he had a ton of receptions. Keenan Allen?
No.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, so this messes. You're telling me fantasy? Keenan Allen is the number 1 fantasy wide receiver in all of football.
Sorry. Let me redo this.
I also need to mute myself so I can blow my nose because my nose is driving me insane.
Do what you need to do. So, error on my part. Well, not really my part. On NFL.com, they actually had when the thing said 2023, it brought up 2022. That's my bad for not noticing quicker. So Puka is there. He's number 4. And Keenan is also there. So you have the top 4.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm like, Keenan's number 1 in fantasy points.
Well, that just means he got touchdowns, right?
Yeah.
He does have the most receptions, I think. Let me fact check that real quick. Keenan is number 1 in receptions. Puka is number 2. So you have the top 4.
Going through on teams. This might be where I go crazy.
So
Nico Collins?
Nico Collins is not.
Dang it.
But for context, he is number 11.
You gotta admit that was a good guess, though.
Pretty good guess.
I feel like this guy's got a ton of targets too. He's also pretty high up there. I think he's in the top 10 in fantasy points. Is Michael Pittman up there? He's getting a ton of targets. That's much I know.
He's getting a lot of targets, not that many yards. He is 20. He's got 25 receptions, which would put him in the neighborhood of tied for like 4th or 5th. He does have a lot of receptions, so that you were right on. He's tied for 3rd in receptions.
Dang.
So you got 2 misses, just like me.
I'm going based off of fantasy is the problem here.
I know.
Because I don't. I don't think he's found the end zone, which would mean his ish ranking there would be good. Is Olave?
Yes. Olave is number 6.
Olave. Okay.
So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 2 misses.
I want to take a dumb guess, but it's a really dumb guess. Because I think his is mainly from touchdowns.
You're just going based off your fantasy brain?
Yes. TJ Hawkinson up there?
He's not even on the first page.
Dang.
He is behind. He has 23 receptions, so he's up there with receptions, but he has less than Jordan Addison on yards and has 10 more receptions than Addison. So he is being targeted a lot.
Oh.
You have one more guess, Joe. You got 4 players left.
Who is passing a absolute ton?
Hawkinson would be tied for. Hawkinson would be in 5th place alone, just receptions. He has more than Jamar Chase for.
I know, because I have Jamar Chase in one of my leagues, and it's driving me absolutely up a wall. Get pick number 2 and can't have anything.
If their quarterback was healthy.
Passing a ton.
I gotta say, I'm surprised some of these guys you haven't said. At least one for sure. I'm surprised you haven't said.
Well, I have no shares of 2 guys, so I wasn't saying them at all. So I didn't know if they were doing good or not. Is Diggs up there?
He's number 8.
I have no shares of Diggs, and I have no shares of Adams.
Who's also up there? Adams number 5.
But I didn't want to guess them because I had no idea how they were doing. And Adams, I knew played the Broncos, and and they had like 6 drives, was all. So,
well, One of them is in pass heavy offense. Well, at least they've been kind of pass heavy, and he's like their only weapon.
Diggs?
Mike Evans.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Evans. Evans is killing it right now.
And plays for Detroit.
Amon-Ra?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he hurt for a week? Oh, I would have guessed him otherwise. I thought
he started slow 1 week, but ended up with like 100 plus on 10 catches or something like that.
I thought he was out for a week. That's why I didn't guess him at all. Because he's like Jameson's my favorite wide receiver out of here.
Jameson's out. So yeah, the actual order is JJ, Hill, Allen, Nakua, Adams, Olave, Evans, Diggs, Brown. Well, St. Brown, I guess I should say. And also,
that wasn't exciting at all.
Not. I did the meme of the Punisher like saying no, stop, wait, like they're like Broncos fans like telling the Dolphins to wait. That thing blew up so fast. It blew up quicker than the scoreboard in the Dolphins Broncos.
Yeah.
I had 70 likes in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. It is why I will not be picking them until they show me that they have fight.
So
it could be like 7 years from now.
Are the Broncos playing a game this week?
Until they show me they got fight.
Also, we can't end the show without giving one of these. I'll even do it for Shaylee too. Fins up, horns up. Joe, the Sooners are undefeated, so you can throw out a Boomer Sooner if you'd like.
Boomer Sooner, baby.
What would be Sooner Boomer? Say it backwards. I don't know.
Sure.
I mean, you do horns down. Why can't I do Sooner Boomer?
The whole reason that horns down became a thing was that Longhorns fans got offended by it and tried to get people expelled from things.
Horns
that
up,
is the whole reason it became a thing.
So just throwing it out there. So right now, the Longhorns play the undefeated Jayhawks at home.
Mm-hmm.
The Sooners, do you know who they play next week?
No, I know they just beat Cincinnati.
So the Sooners are also 4-0. They play the Cyclones. And then
don't be placing any bets, kids.
Not soon enough. And then the moment we've all been waiting for, potentially 5-0 versus 5-0, the Red River rivalry. So when Texas,
I'm gonna tell your dad that you said that, Shay.
Is he a Oklahoma fan?
No.
Is he a Hawkeye?
Iowa, yeah.
Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna tell that.
Actually though.
What's your dad's name?
Actually though, the Cyclones might win. Who knows? Sooners tend to lose to people they shouldn't lose to. That's kind of normal for them.
Are the Sooners playing a game this week? You know what? It's how life balances out. Broncos don't win. Sooners haven't lost.
We both know which team I would rather have win.
The Cardinals.
No, Broncos.
All right. This message is for Chad. You can see it right there. There.
Yep.
She said, "Go Cyclones." Mm-hmm. I know she's if she had money that she would be willing to bet, she'd be betting them on the Cyclones.
Yep.
She actually, a comment, I can't put it up here. It was too vulgar. She also said really negative things about the Hawkeyes.
Yeah.
Really negative. Like Kirk Ferentz is just really weird. Like that just being nice. I'm keeping it PG. And apparently it's Photoshop, but I can literally like show multiple comments to prove that it's not. But yes, we're a very serious podcast. We don't swear on this show ever. Fuck. Allegedly, this was said. This was allegedly. But here's proof that allegedly it was.
You admitted it.
Allegedly, she said it. Also, I hope you enjoyed your wait. You've been waiting for forever. Also, one more time. Again, we're live on Apple Podcasts, maybe Google. I might double check that. Spotify and the Tube. Also, you can follow me on TikTok because he doesn't post on TikTok.
What's TikTok?
Unless he does it by accident.
And then I just leave it there because why not?
But I'm tired. I know Joe's tired. We both tired. We know what time it is.